Alright, here we go. This is how to make basil pesto. These are the ingredients. 2 big, probably cup and a half, maybe 2.5 cups actually of basil, olive oil, a couple cloves of garlic, kosher salt, Parmesan or Romano cheese, this is Romano, pepper, and I already said olive oil. Oh, and pine nuts, which are behind me. Oh no, here they are. Pine nuts. Using a food processor, which I prefer for this process. Just basically go to like the top of this little nozzle. 2 cloves of garlic. Just do like 2 swirls around of olive oil at full pour. Like a handful of pine nuts. I don't know if that's probably a 1/4 cup. I don't really measure. I guess that's probably 2 teaspoons of salt. Measure later, or adjust later rather. Put the same amount of pepper. I can't remember if I put the cheese in. I don't think I did. Okay. Anyway, probably like 2 tablespoons of the Romano. This is really kind of by feel. So I'm going to start by pulsing it, and then I'm going to speed it up. Alright, take off the lid. And just use a spatula to scrape down the sides before you do another pass. I would say this is a little thick, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of olive oil through the top once it starts going. And also remember, if your pesto is dry when you first make it, you can always add olive oil later. And you control the amount of fat. Okay, I'm going to press on and then pour the olive oil in, probably another tablespoon or so. I'm just looking for big chunks of stuff, and I don't think there are any. It's pretty well mixed. So after this, I'm going to show you, I'm just going to actually like take this and freeze it in silicone ice cube trays, and then cover it with plastic so that it keeps. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pesto, I've taken the blade out and kind of moved it all over to one side with a spatula, and I'm going to put it into this rubber silicone ice cube tray and put plastic over it and put it in the freezer. That way whenever you want pesto, you can just pop out one little frozen tablespoon or so of it and either let it get to room temperature naturally or zap it in the microwave for 30 seconds at 50% power. And I'm just going to put this one back in. And so the reason you actually want to put the plastic wrap on this is because you can see this one actually started to turn a little dark. There's a name for it, which I cannot recall off the top of my head. But the basil will actually turn dark. It doesn't taste any worse, but just to keep it fresh. You want to, like as soon as you put it in, cover it with saran wrap. Just put that in the freezer, and when you want pesto, just pop one of these out.